Hey guys, it is meal prep Sunday and I am getting things together. So, what I did today is I did a little bit of prep work today. So I chopped all of my onion and peppers and sliced my chicken and stuff already. That stuff is done. So I have that portion complete. And now I'm working on actually cooking. First thing I'm going to do are homemade meatballs. And with these particular meatballs, I don't really measure a lot when it comes to this kind of stuff. More so, just more of an eyeball type thing. I know eggs go in it. Eggs and garlic, Parmesan cheese, and I like to use Lipton. I like to use some onion mix in it. It gives it a really, really good flavor when it comes to that. So I put some of that in it, and this is where the kind of home style taste comes from with those, because it has some extra seasoning in there. And then I also like some Italian seasoning that I have back here somewhere. Here we go. Put some Italian seasoning in as well. And of course salt and pepper. But I need to get my gloves. So get my gloves and stuff. So I need to get my salt and pepper. So here is my salt. And these, now, if you want to save time, you can just buy some frozen meatballs. If you want to save some time, you can do that. I have done that before, but I also like making my own meatballs. So that's some salt and pepper. And I need some grated Parmesan. It goes in here as well. And it's more so like a binder. And then I also have a little bit of flaxseed. Flaxseed is a really good healthy fiber. And it's also a good binder. And so instead of putting like a breadcrumb or something like that, that's just a way that you can mix up your meatballs. So I'm just going to mix this up, and then I have my little cookie sheet already prepared down here for it. And what I'm making is a meatball casserole, but in order to make the meatball casserole, you got to have meatballs. So meatballs are here. So I want to get this together as much as possible. So today I'm making some steak, chicken fajita soup, chicken and broccoli casserole, sausage and pasta, white wine, creamy white wine chicken, which is one of my favorites I haven't had in a while. Meatball casserole. I think that's it. I'm trying to look at my list I got behind me over here, or in front of me on the other side. So this is mixed up pretty well here. I want to make sure I get all of those extra seasonings mixed in here, so I won't be biting on a clump of seasoning. So got this mixed up pretty well. Take off my glove. Throw that away. And so one of the tricks that I found with making meatballs is a cookie scooper. This makes life so much easier. And so I just do the cookie scooper and then put it over there. That's it. So they're all the same size. I don't have to do a bunch of rolling or anything. This just makes life so much better. But again, if you want to save some time, you can buy the frozen meatballs. They even have all beef ones, some Angus beef ones. Those work as well. Again, I have done both, but making my own is always a favorite. And so I'm just going to keep scooping these. I like to get the little excess off from around them, and then they just go on the cookie sheet. You can do this with chicken, turkey, pork. You can mix the meats if you want to. If you're a vegetarian, you can do this with eggplant, eggplant and rice, peppers. You can do a little bit of anything with the meatball. Hold on. Thought I had to sneeze and it was a cough. So these are things that you even can make these ahead and freeze them if you wanted to. So there's a lot of things. So like if we do this for a large crowd, this is when we'll all be in here with a cookie scooper doing this, because your hand will get tired after a while with doing this. But again, it's just a really easy way. This is also a way if you want to get your kids in the kitchen. This is a way to get them in the kitchen too, because everybody likes a little cookie scooper. So this is the way to do that. So I am going to just keep moving on this. Again, this is just some ground beef. I use some onion soup mix, egg, grated Parmesan cheese, Italian seasoning. With this, I think that was it. Oh, and a little bit of flaxseed to hold it together a little bit more. So it's just really easy. This is probably the most that I have to work is just getting the excess off, putting those in here. I'm trying to see, let's see here. Meatball 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, and then if you have leftover ground beef, you could also use it for a burger. You can put in some pasta. You can do all kind of stuff with the extra that you have left. So I'm trying to even mine out here. I have some left over. I may just freeze them. Maybe the kids at church will get some meatballs this week. I don't know if I like them that much though. But yeah, so just scooping here, put them on a cookie sheet. And I also use ground beef. This is 85-15, so it's 15% fat. I try to use one that's a little leaner when I'm doing this, because I don't want a lot of oil on a lot of grease on the cookie sheet when they're cooking. So my oven right now is preheating. Well, it's already been heating. It's at 425, and I'm gonna cook these for about 30 minutes. So just getting those in here. And you can also use a bigger, like an ice cream scooper, if you wanted those jumbo meatballs. You can use an ice cream scooper for those. But I like the smaller meatballs, so I use a cookie scooper. Either one works great. There's so many different things that these little scoopers work for, and you just got to find out what works for you. Get one more in here. One more. So I got those, and make sure my rows are even, because I like to have an even number. Make sure my rows are even. Move these out where they belong. Give them some room in there. All right, so those are good to go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 28 meatballs. Gonna put those in the oven. Turn that around there. And then the rest of this mixture, I'm actually just gonna put in a bag because I may use it later today. I may not. I don't know. So I'm just going to keep it just in case. And then I need to see. I want to see how much this weighs, so I know how much I have left. So I know how much I use. So this was a 2.5 pound thing of ground beef that I'm making a mess of right now. A complete mess. Okay, there we go. So let me wash my hands. So yeah, so I'm getting that stuff ready, and then I'm gonna move on to the chicken broccoli casserole. So anything that goes in the oven, I like to do that stuff first, because it can be cooking in the oven while other stuff is cooking out, while other things are cooking on top. So get my scale. So I want to know how much ground beef I have left. Kind of, sort of. It has a few things in it, so it's not going to give me the full. Oh wait a minute, I think my scale is finally broke, y'all. Hold on. Lord Jesus, the scale has died. Oh well, when we find out today, I got to get it better. Okay, so I'm going to fill this up, but if you notice, I was touching the bag a little when I was filling it, and it had ground beef on it. So because the outside of the bag got contaminated, I'm going to clean that with some bleach, because y'all know how I am about clean stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator. And I'm done with that for right now. And then get my scooper cleaned out. Really, really important. Get this scooper clean, and so then I'm going to clean out that bowl. Then I'm going to use that bowl for my chicken broccoli casserole. So I got to get my broccoli and stuff out. And then again, this is a really easy dish as well. So let me clean this stuff first. Got to make sure I get everything. All right. Okay, so next is the chicken broccoli casserole. Now, some people when they cook chicken broccoli casserole, they put the chicken in raw. I like to cook my chicken before I put it in the oven. So I'm going to do that first. And I don't believe it saves me any time or anything. It's just a preference. So let me get my skillet out. I was trying not to make as much noise as I have been making with this. So for chicken, so I'm gonna make the chicken broccoli casserole. And it's a very simple recipe. Very simple. Put just a little bit of oil in there, because this will stick a little bit. I cannot believe that my scale is not working. Oh, wait a minute, it came back to life. Hold on. Oh, well, praise the Lord Jesus. It came back to life. Maybe, hopefully. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So this is saying that it's about 21 ounces. So that's 1.5 pounds. I can definitely do something with that. Okay, so for my chicken broccoli casserole, I am going to need, let's see, let me see how many of these I want to have. I want to eat two. I need 2 of those, so I need about 10 ounces of chicken. So I'm going to put 10 ounces of chicken in here. Oh, there we go, 10 ounces. And so that's going over there. Oh, hold on. Got some on my hand. So that's 10 ounces of chicken. Wash these bowls. I'm trying to wash as I go today, so I won't have dishes left over. I try to do this every now and again. And then I'm gonna use this, and this is that's my bleach solution. I'm gonna use this one again to mix everything in. So let me clean this, because I'm putting, the chicken won't be raw when I put it in here. I just had raw meat in it, so I got to clean that real good. All right. So, I had one little piece of chicken that fell up, hit the floor. Throw that away. So I'm going to spread the chicken out. Spread that out there. While that's cooking, it needs some garlic, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning. Make sure the right thing is open. And then my Italian seasoning is here. And so we're just making simple stuff today. We're doing simple stuff because that's what life is about. So I'm going to get some broccoli and some cauliflower. So in the bowl that that chicken is going in, I am going to put the broccoli and the cauliflower, and I don't need a lot of it at all. I'm going to do a little broccoli, and it's cauliflower. Here's my broccoli. And I'm going to use the rest of this and other stuff. Actually, I'm going to put this in the microwave so it may be steamed just a little bit. And then I'm also in here going to use, where is my cream cheese? I know I took it out. Oh, here it is. And then I'm going to use some cream cheese. So the chicken breast cooks really, really fast. So when you're doing chicken breast, it cooks really fast because it doesn't have any bones in it. So that makes it cook pretty fast. All right, so for my cream cheese, I am going to put that, and I'm actually going to put them in like little chunks because it helps it mix up together easier when it's in little chunks. I have a trash bowl over there that I'm putting stuff in, and so I'm going to just take the cream cheese and put these in little chunks, just like that. Put that in here because you're ready to put this hot chicken in, and it's going to mix in very well there. Clean my hands from the cream cheese. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in there. Just a little. And then 1 egg. The last egg. Last egg. To me, egg is just like a raw meat. So I clean my hands if it touches me. And then I need to open I don't know where my scissors are. I got to find my scissors. So I'll put a little broccoli in there. Put two over there. Got my egg, got all my stuff there. And then my chicken just gets tossed right in here with all the stuff. So I'm just gonna mix this up. Now I put the egg in there, and so I'm kind of beating the egg as I go. So I'm gonna turn that off. And so I'm gonna get this all mixed up really good, and then it gets a little bit of cheese, and then it goes in the oven. And now, if you are not following a lower carb way of eating, you can definitely add some rice to this. Hold on, because some of these broccoli pieces are pretty big. I have to cut up some of this broccoli. Yeah, if you're not following a lower carb, then rice is what usually goes in to this. Some people even put pasta in with theirs. It's all about you, because what you want. This is a very diverse recipe, so it's whatever you want to have in there. So it's a good way to get some extra vegetables in. If you have a person who don't like vegetables, you can put a lot of vegetables in here, and they will have their full serving of breakfast of vegetables and protein in one meal. That's what I like about this, because you get a full serving of everything really within one. So that's the cool thing about stuff like that. Hey, Miss Shavonna, how are you? So, you know, it's just you do what you want to with it. Do what you want. And so once I get this in the oven, then I'll move on to my other stuff. But let me get my pan that this is going in. Listen, I love these little pans from Dollar Tree. So I just put the stuff in here, take it out, throw it away. I am done. Love it. So I got everything in here mixed up really well. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of cheddar cheese in. It does not need a lot. A little bit of cheddar cheese. And then I put it into this little here container, and it bakes. So let me put this right there. Should fill it up. That's how I know. Yep, there we go. It filled it right on up. So that is a full meal there. So I'm going to put the top on here. And then it actually has where you can seal it. That's what I love about this thing. You seal it up and put it in the oven. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes. Now my meatballs are in there. They're doing fine. Let me see if I can pull this out so you can see the meatballs a little bit. So they're in here cooking. They're almost done. Alexa, stop music. I was playing music before. I need Alexa to stop that music. Let me see. Alexa, stop. I don't know why Alexa don't want to listen lately. Alexa just been misbehaving lately, y'all. I don't know what's going on with Alexa. She just don't be wanting to cooperate. But she may be named something. No, it's Alexa. Let me set my other timer, just in case, because I don't know what Alexa been doing. All right, so that's done. Let me clean up this space. And then let me see what I want to work on next. let's do the chicken fajita soup. Chicken fajita soup. Let's do that one next. I need 2 of those. So I need to get my bowl back over here. Chicken fajita soup is so good, and we're almost in spring, so if we're gonna have some soup, we got to have it now, even though I would eat soup all the time. I'm doing pretty well, Shavonna. It is just me figuring out some more stuff and trying to increase my oh geez, hold on, let me get my thing together here. My menu, trying to find me some more stuff. Okay, so my chicken fajita soup. How many? Oh, I lost my thing again. Why don't I just ever put the thing back where I got it from? Okay, here we go. I need 2, so I need about 10 ounces again of chicken. There we go. So for this soup, I'm going to put my oil. Oh, y'all, I haven't been drinking my water. Y'all have to remind me to drink my water. I drank some today at church. Look, we had donuts today at church. I did not eat one. I should get a reward. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little oil in, and then I'm going to put some onion in here, along with some garlic. Put that in. Now, oh wait a minute, that's not the chicken I need. I already got chicken. I'm all over the place. Here's the chicken for that one. I already had it over here marinating in my fajita seasoning. I already did it and forgot. Look at me. So, yep, that's what I need. So I'm gonna get this together. So wash off my spoon that I was using. And get this. Now I cooked the other chicken in here, and I like to keep using the same skillet for a lot of stuff because it's just flavor adding onto flavor. So I want to get all those little bits up from the food that I just made, and add layers of flavor to what I'm making. So turn that down. And then I'm going to add some peppers to this. Now with these peppers, here are the peppers. I already have them to the side. I'm going to make them in smaller pieces since they're going to be in the soup. They'll get smaller pieces. So I'm not going to use a lot of these. Probably a handful, and I'm just gonna cut these up a little bit more before they go in here. Now they are, because I'm also making just regular chicken fajitas, and so cutting these up because for they're in strips right now before the fajitas. But I want them in smaller pieces for the soup. So I'm gonna get this going. Get some good peppers in there. Get a few more. And then I'm ready to put the chicken in. So I'm gonna get these in. Got that. And then here comes the chicken. So these other peppers go for the other chicken fajitas I'm going to make. So once I get this cooked pretty well, I'm going to add some chicken stock to it and the other ingredients. But that has been seasoned, and then I'll add a little bit more seasoning as we go. So I'm going to get that going. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my white wine chicken as well. And then I'm going to also do something I'm just going to make up. It's some kind of creamy chicken spinach with some red peppers. I don't know. It came to me yesterday, so I'm going to work with it. I am going to work with it. So, let me get my other one out here. I'm missing one of my skillets. I don't know where it is. I don't know how I lose skillet, but I did. I do not know. Oh, here it is. It's hiding in the back. Nope, that's not it. Oh, found it. I probably have too many skillets is my issue. So I'm going to turn this on and get my white wine chicken going. Now again, this is, now you can make this in an instant pot or even a crock pot. You can do it. You just throw everything in there and let it cook and set it to go. So one jumped out. Get that back. So I'm going to turn this other skillet on, and I'm going to start on my white wine chicken. Now I'm not using actual white wine today. I'm going to use white wine vinegar. I tested them both, and they both give me about the same flavors. So, and then I'm going to add my chicken stock here. So there goes the chicken stock. Put that in, and then this also gets some cream cheese. I'm just going to put that just right here in the middle. Let that be cooking down. And it gets some, it has garlic already, it has the other stuff, it has the peppers. Trying to think of, am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? I cannot remember. So let me put some oil in this. Oh, I know what I needed. The other cheese, the ricotta cheese. It is back here, yes. And so the chicken fajita soup is more of a creamy soup. Well, you can make it both. You can make it without the cream, and that's for people who are watching like their fat content, or you can make it with the cream. I like mine with the cream, so that's why it has those two cheeses in them, and it works really, really well. Now for the white wine chicken, I am, let me see, 2, 4, yes, 4, so I need about 20 ounces of chicken for this one. Ounces chicken. Oh, there we go. And then 2, okay. Yep, so I got that. And so I'm going to put some onion. Of course, garlic. I like those to cook a little bit before I put the other stuff in. Let that be cooking. This is a recipe that I started following from Red Lobster. They do it with shrimp, And I do it with shrimp or chicken. It's good either way. It's really, really good. And then I add a little bit of cauliflower to it, more so for just to bulk it up with a little bit more vegetables. That's why I use the cauliflower. So this is the chicken fajita soup back here. And so I'm going to let that do its thing, get that cheese mixed up in there. This is a really, really good soup. You can add a lot of stuff to it. Some people add green vegetables and different things. Really, really good soup. So I'm going to add some cauliflower to this. One of my favorites. This is definitely a favorite of mine. And what happens when you add cauliflower in the beginning, because cauliflower really doesn't have a taste that much, it takes on that pepper and garlic flavor, which is really, really good. So, as you put you back there in the back. And so I'm just going to mix all of this up and let that kind of saute for a little bit. Let that all mix up and let it saute. Chicken back here, the soup is coming to a boil. I want to make sure that all of those cheeses get mixed up in there really good. Yeah, some of the cheeses try not to melt. It's more of a slower melt, but just got to get it mixed up in there. And then it just kind of boils for a little bit, and that just brings those flavors together. So, about to get my meatballs out because they are ready for their next thing. So I'm going to show you the meatballs. So here are what the meatballs look like that we made earlier. So I'm going to put these back here in the back until I get the other stuff ready for them. Oh, my pan's about to fall. And put them in a different way. And it still wants to fall. Okay. I'll mess with that later. Okay, got that. And let me put my charger in my phone before nobody's talking to anybody. All right. So, chicken fajita soup is doing wonderful. Once it all meshes together, put a little cumin. That's really where that flavor comes from. It's the cumin and chili powder is where those flavors come from. So you want to get a good mix of that in there. And a little bit paprika. And you want to get that all mixed up in there together and let that kind of simmer a little bit. So I'm going to turn it down and just let that simmer back there. And so once the cauliflower starts to change to like when it's translucent like the onion, then I know I'm good for this. And so I'm going to put my chicken in. Got the chicken in there. I need to get my iPad out the car. So I want to check and make sure I'm not forgetting any ingredients with this. So I'm going to get my iPad out. Be right back. Okay. Have to make sure that I get all my ingredients together here. So I save all of my recipes so I'll know from one thing to the other what I'm doing. Okay. Mix all of that in there together. Okay, let me see. I have recipes saved in MyFitnessPal. That's where I keep a lot of my recipes. Let me see. Here we go. Got it. Oh yeah, I'm good. Add a little bit of Alfredo sauce if I have it. Grapeseed oil, onions, garlic, wine, the broccoli that I saved, the rest of that over there, so I have my broccoli. And then I need my red chili flakes, I have that as well. Yep, I have everything, so I'm good. Want to be sure. Wanted to be sure, so I'm checking to see if I have my other sauce. It's not no big deal. I do have it though. So, this cooks pretty well. I'm gonna add my the white wine sauce to this. And the broccoli. Now my broccoli, I used that one earlier. Here we go. So put the broccoli in here. Oh, one more tried to escape. Oh, another one tried to escape. And then again, as I said before, sometimes the broccoli pieces are too big, and so I just chop those up when I'm doing it. Because I like bite-sized pieces for everything, and so I usually get the chopped broccoli, but sometimes I don't know. I think I don't look at what I'm doing when I'm buying it, and so I just need to make sure that I get the chopped broccoli because it's a lot better, and I don't have to look at all the little pieces and stuff like I do here to make sure that they're all bite-sized pieces. So there we go. Got that. So mixing this in, making sure all that chicken is cooked. And I think the broccoli also just adds like a little pop of color to it. And then the fajita chicken soup is basically done over here. So I have that taken care of. And then I need to get what I'm going to put it in out. Have those two. Now I have to find tops to them. That's always the problem with stuff, is find the tops. I need to just put them all together, put the tops with everything, so I won't have this issue, but because I'm constantly looking for tops. Okay. So, that top isn't that one. Nope. I'm missing tops. Oh no. This is not good at all. Well. The plot thickens. The plot thickens because I don't have my things. I have some downstairs. I'll have to go downstairs because I do not have the ones that I want. Nope. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I have any over here in my other stash. I do not. I have so many stashes of cups and stuff. Oh, I know what I'll do. I will use my boxes. Use my boxes. So I'll see how this works out with my boxes. So put that down there. That's okay. So let me get I actually need to put these side by side. And put them side by side so I can make sure I have the even amount in them both. Hold on. All right. Okay, so let me get another spoonful of the chicken. Got one. I should have 2 spoonfuls for both, and I believe I do. I love when I use just the right amount of everything. And this other one, that was a half of one, so I got to get the other one. Okay, there we go. So I got that, and now it's to divide up the liquid. Hold on, so let me get this all stirred up again. Okay, so then I have my measuring that I just had and I've lost. Oh, here it is. So let me do half a cup, half a cup, there we go. And then it's just a little bit more. Let me see. Yep. Done there. And so I'm just going to evenly divide these. There. Done with that. And seal these up. First, get that off of there. Okay, I can seal these so I can get back to my white wine chicken that I'm neglecting right now. Let me seal the boxes. Woo. There we go. One box sealed. And seal the other one. And there we go. So those are complete. Now it's time for the white wine part of this ordeal. So put that in there, and then it has okay, got that in there. It needs a little bit more. And I need my, oh, wait a minute. I done forgot that fast what all goes in it. I think it's just the Alfredo, let me make sure. Broccoli, wine, butter, onions, yep. So I'm gonna let this cook, and then with a little Alfredo. Put this in the refrigerator. And I'm gonna let this chill out over here. And then I'm gonna get this one that the chicken fajitas was just in. I'm gonna cook the chicken. Well, the chicken fajita soup was just in. I'm gonna cook the chicken and the peppers and stuff for the regular chicken fajitas. So I'm gonna let this cook now. It also has a little bit of red pepper flakes. And it has a little bit of bite to it. Just a little. And some salt. And some pepper. And then a dash of cumin. All it takes. And so this is going to chill over here. And it's going to cook down. It's going to be so good. Okay. So, didn't have to use these containers. So I'll put those up. Probably end up throwing them away. I want to clean this skillet just a little bit because it did have some of the cream in it. And I don't want that for this next one. So, rinse this out. And then we're going to do, whoop, lose my voice. Then we're going to do the chicken fajitas. So put that down there. A little bit of oil. And then I need to check my list to see what all else I need to be making. Okay. So, Lord, just got a thing on it. Okay, so chicken and broccoli's in the oven. White wine stuff is cooking. Meatball, I got to make that up. White wine chicken is done. Chicken fajita soup. I got to get the sausages on. I'm ready to do the fajitas. The meatball casserole got to be made. And okay, so let me, while I'm working on the fajitas, I also need to be working on the sausages. So here's the deal with the sausage. They go in the air fryer. So I'm gonna bring the air fryer over and put those in here. And I'll show you guys. So here is the thing for the air fryer. And this is the Kentucky sausages. And I'm going to put these on here. And then they're going in the air fryer. They're gonna look so good when they come out. Y'all gonna be shocked. Okay, so they're going in air fryer. I need to wash my hands because that was raw. And then I need to get the pasta on. I need to get the pasta and the broccoli on actually. For my sides. So, get some onion going for the chicken fajitas. With some garlic, I'll get that in a second. Get the broccoli out. That is the broccoli casserole. So let me get the broccoli going. Okay, put some water in here, and then I will put the chicken fajitas, get that going. Okay, so broccoli will go back here. Onion there. So for chicken fajitas, let me get my bowl. I flinged it back there. So for my chicken fajitas, I once again, okay, here we go. I need 2 of those. So that means that I need 10 ounces of chicken again. Oh, no. Nope. Forgot. I already got that one together. Okay, that's the steak that's marinating. Here go chicken fajitas. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me get the glove off. Chicken fajitas in. And so now the white line chicken is done. It does get a little bit, usually I add a little bit of butter to it, but it's more for taste than anything. So I'm going to see how it tastes without it. I just need 1 piece of chicken. And so the chicken fajita that I'm cooking, it already been marinating in the fajita seasoning, so that's already good. That's really good. Definitely a little bit more creaminess to it. So now I'll do the ricotta. I'll do the ricotta cheese. Okay. Maybe mix that up a little. And then I'm going to got my chicken fajitas over here. Get those going. So I got that going. I got my broccoli just cooking back here. Let that cook some. And then this is done. I got to put them in my boxes. I think I threw away my little cup. Let me get my other little tasting cup together. Threw away my little cup. So, let me see. I'm just trying to get a little bitty piece of chicken. Lord Jesus, work so hard for a little piece of chicken. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more cumin. Needs a little bit more depth of flavor. And why are you screaming? That's what you do when you get up? Huh? No, you can use it. Okay, so this is done. Let me get my boxes. My chicken from the fajitas is basically done. You have to wait until the air fryer is done. Huh? Oh, okay. I'm not dealing with you in this weird chicken nugget. Chicken nugget. No, weird. All weird. All weird. Okay. So let me get 4 of these. I'm running out of space. Usually I use the other side to do this, but I'm doing it all right here today just so you can see the process of what happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I'm going to just put 1 piece of this in here just for my own. Hold on, that's a different box. That's not the one I like. Turn this all the way down. Okay, now I'm good. So let me put all of these. I'm messing up over here, y'all. I'm messing up. Okay. One big one goes into each one. I can't hear what you're saying.
I said later when you notice this, you go to the bank and get somebody else come help you some more.
For what? Okay. Okay. So this is all done. So let me get a little more in the other one. Let me see. That must need some more. And put. Empty my water. One bowl, put this up here. Water. Okay, now get my fajitas. Yes, I like that little caramelization on the bottom. I like that. I like that. Because with your fajitas, you want it to taste like it's been on the grill. So let me get this, put these out, and then we'll throw the peppers in just for a little bit because I like to have a little crunch to my peppers still.
Pepper still.
Let me get these out, and then I'll build the box in just a moment. But I want to get this stuff out first. Okay, put this over here. And then I want peppers in. Pepper in. This off. And it needs a little bit of oil in there. And let me get these boxes over to the other side. Okay. Oh, I haven't been drinking my water again. Got to get that water going. So get those peppers cooking in there. Okay. Okay, got that. And it's peppers and onion. So let's get some onion in there. Go with it. And so I already have all that flavor from the bottom of the pan. Want to mix that up in there. And then let me see where I am with my menu. Making a mess is what I'm doing. Okay, here's my pan. Okay, so chicken fajitas is doing its thing. Okay, white wine, chicken. Okay. So next I got to do my steak. Yep, got the steak. And fit in the pasta for the meatball casserole. Okay. So let me first get my water going for the meatball casserole. Let me put some water in here and then put the rice on in just a second. And then I'm gonna make this thing that was just in my head. I don't have a recipe for it, but it was just in my head, so I'm gonna try it. I made a mess on this here stove. So get that water going for the pasta, and then I got to get the meatballs together here. So I'm just letting that cook a little bit more. And so for the meatballs, I need a bowl. But first I need to make me some room because I got way too much going on. Way too much going on. I need that out, I need that out. That's my steak, that's my peppers. I need most of this stuff. I just need to move it out my way. Okay, so for the meatball casserole, I need to clean this. And this is what I made the chicken casserole in. So let me clean this one. I feel so unorganized today. I don't know why, but I feel completely unorganized, but I'm getting it together. Getting it together. So, all right. Well, let me get my meatballs together here. Okay, the peppers are just about where I want them. I don't want them completely sauteed, but I don't want them crunchy. So get that together. So for meatball casserole, first I need meatballs. So I'm gonna bring my meatballs over. And you just shake those off of your thing here. Shake them off. So for these, actually I can put that right here. I'll put that there. Done with that. So this is a pasta sauce. Pasta sauce, Italian seasoning. Garlic and cheese. is what goes in this. And then it's going back in the oven. And it's only going in the oven to really get kind of brown because everything's done with it. So it's just going in there for the cheese and stuff to melt is what it's doing. So I think I put up my ricotta cheese, and it's almost like it's almost like a lasagna, almost. Oh, that's Jaheen's food. Jaheen, get your stuff. So, and this just gets mixed up really good. Gets mixed up really, really good. And then just to add, I like to add some little vegetables to stuff. And so I'm going to actually add some cauliflower to this that will act almost like a rice. Almost like a rice. And so this all gets mixed up, and then it goes into the little casserole dish, and it gets all melted and it's ready. So let me get the take one out, put another in. I thought I had, here it is. I'm like, I thought I had another one of these. I do. And so I'm going to take this mixture, put it in here. Okay, so, and this is going in the oven uncovered because I want to get just a little bit brown there. So it's going uncovered. And then water's boiling for the pasta. For the sauce, that there. So then I need my box, which I don't know, here they are. So I'm going to get my boxes for my fajitas. Now with these, they get it brown beans, black beans and corn. But you don't really, it's supposed to be like almost at a raw. So I'm going to open these cans. Now what you heard beeping were the sausages behind me, they're done. Now with black beans, you have to rinse black beans off because it has a lot of extra starch and stuff that you really don't need. So draining the corn, and so with the black beans, I actually put these in a strainer to get some of the stuff off these. So let me put those in there. Get everything out. Top fell in. And then I just want to rinse all of the extra starch and stuff from the beans. I just want the black beans. I don't want all the extra. Don't want the extra. Set that right there. And then let me get my chicken fajitas and make sure. Yep. Okay. Get my chicken fajitas. I'm telling you, I feel all over the place. Don't want my pasta sticking, so let me stir that up. So I am.
Watch it.
Huh? So I'm gonna put the chicken in first. Get away from me. Get away. Get away. Oh Lord. Here we go.
Yeah.
He's been missing his appearance lately, so I guess that was. We would do that.
They love me.
They do love you. That is the truth. All right. Whew, have to get that in there. Not want to act right. Okay. So, chicken and. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. Chicken in first. And then the onions and peppers will go next to it. Mix it all up. Onions and peppers. Will go next to it. Okay. Then I'm gonna get a few more in here. Okay, there. I really like the colors. I like it to be really colorful. Okay, this little spoon ain't working for me. Let me go back to this. There we go. All right, so have that. And so then I want to do a little corn. Just on the side here, just a little bit. Just a little bit of corn. There. And then actually with the black beans, there's a salsa that that I mix up in it. Work hard, open. Hold on. Woo! Wait a minute. It don't want to open. I know it's been released, I can tell. Woo! Lord Jesus. Hold on. Clarence, where are you? Oh. I need Jaheem. Come here. Hopefully one of the guys can open it to our game. Put a little black bean. Today. Sometime today. open this.
I don't want to do it. I do it myself.
See, I was struggling. The struggling was real up here. Okay, got that, got
There you go.
that. All right, thank you so much. Then what of that, Shaheen, don't be weird. Don't be weird. All right,
Out of my face, so.
and then this goes over on the side of the corn. Yep, and it's all there. So this is a fajita bowl, or box I should call it. So that's done. And so then I'm gonna add some cheese to that. And then let me get my sausages out.
We should do commentary on using the restaurant.
I just broke this thing.
What thing?
This door just came on.
No, it comes
Okay,
out.
so these are the sausages that have been in the air fryer. So I'm getting ready to get the sauce and stuff together for that. Let those chill here for a minute. Turn that off. So I'm going to cut these, chop these up a little. Woo, these are hot. Okay. I'm a punk when it comes to touching hot food. So let me, okay. So these are really, really good. I'm gonna put these in a sauce that I'm gonna kind of make up, but I start from a jar. So good. Pasta's done. So with this, this is just turkey sausage. I would eat this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, doesn't matter. The sausage is very versatile. You can eat it by itself. It can go in any kind of sauce, really. It can go in. It doesn't really matter about the sauce. It will go in anything. So you can play around with it. I'm going to do a tomato pesto sauce with it today, with a little bit of pasta. And so when you're doing something that's lower carb, you don't have to just totally negate pasta if you're not doing like keto or whatever. So I'm just going to do half of a serving of pasta instead of a whole serving of pasta. And so that's how that world works, is you can just do half. So after I finish this, again, this is a quick, easy one. The thing that kind of makes these a little expensive are the various ingredients. You can go really cheap, or you can spend some money. And so I have more ingredients with some of this stuff, and so it costs a little bit more to do it. So you get all these cut up. And then sometimes I will, like I'm doing now, sometimes I'll cut them again if they're bigger pieces. You can just kind of do them however you want to. So I just kind of play around with them. Sometimes you just, make them however you want to. That's a bigger piece, so I definitely would cut this one again. All right. So the pasta is done, and I am going to use the colander that I used with the black beans, drain it, and then I'm going to put the sausage in it, There that goes. And then it has like a little bit of pesto. Oh. It's a pesto tomato sauce. And so let me get the other sauce here. So let me get, ooh, the pesto, I forgot, it got a little oily. Pesto is very oily. So you'd like to mix it up a little bit beforehand to mix some of the oil in it, but that's also what gives it the amazing flavor. And then pasta sauce. Whenever you're using pasta sauce, it's really good to add some extra Italian seasoning in there. It just gives you a deeper amount of flavor when you do that. So that's a good thing with using that. And so then this will be mixed up. And it's not meant to be like a really, really red sauce. It's really not meant for that. So you're not going to have an overabundance of sauce with this. But the flavors that's in there really, really, really come through so well. So that is the, oh, one escaped. I must try it. That's really, really good. That's really, 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 really good. That's really, 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 really good. Okay. So I gotta get my boxes together again. Let me see. I think I need 5. Okay. Let me see here. 2 sausage. No, I need 3. I need 3. Okay. Oh, I want to put broccoli in that. Yes, it can be everything in one. So let me get some of my broccoli that I have over here. Drain it. Add that in. Because if you add broccoli to it, it's just a complete meal in one. Oh, that's 3. I need a 3rd one. Okay. There we go. So mixing that up. Now because the sausage is so seasoned, I don't add any more salt or pepper to it because the sausage is so seasoned. So I don't have to do much more to that. Now with these boxes, it's not required that you put anything in the bottom of them like I'm doing, but I just like it now. I am going to try some without it just to kind of see how the box really holds up. All the reviews and stuff state you don't need anything in the bottom, but I'm going to try it this week because I have been putting like a wax parchment paper in the bottom just for my own mental, but you don't have to. It's just for me. So I'm gonna get my 1/2 cup scooper. You chill over there for a second. Get my 1/2 cup scooper and scoop. I should get oh, I'm wasting, y'all. I can't afford to waste no food. Cannot afford it. So let me just bring this over here to me. And I can't afford to be wasting no food. So it should be a cup each. Oh, get a little bit more than a cup each. Come on here. Come through with the portions. Cup and a half. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll just keep that little bit right there for myself. So I got those done. Move those to the other side. Okay. So, because I have not eaten today at all. So I have very little left to do. I'm gonna play around with this dish that in my mind it sounds really good, but I don't know for real if it's really good. So I'm gonna play around with that, and then I got my steak to make, and then I'm done. But I'm gonna eat a bite of this. That was really good. That was really, 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 really good. That was extra good. Okay. So I now have to get my steak. Let me clean up my area, y'all. I'm so messy today. I don't know, I just feel all over the place today. I'm usually so much more organized. But I feel like this is gonna be a 3-hour video. Okay, so where's my pen? Okay, so that's done. Chicken fajita's done. That's in the oven. That's done. That's in the oven. So all I need to do is the steak. So for the steak, I'm going to do 2 different things. Let me see how size I want to do. Want to go here. Have some steak that's been marinating back there. I'm going to do a little bit of onion with that. So this is the steak that's been marinating right here. And then, I think I'm done. Oh, my meatballs. Let me see what they're looking like in here. Yep, it's done. So, ooh, hold on. That is what the meatball casserole looks like. See it? Hold on, let me get my other pan thing, oven mitt. So I guess it helps if I put it on. So that is what the meatball casserole looks like. Really, really good. So finishing up. Now I have for myself, let me think, how do I want to do this? Because I want to play around with this dish that's in my head. So I'm going to switch this out. So in my head, this sounds very simple. I'm going to pray that it is. This is just something that I'm just playing around with. I have no idea how this is supposed to turn out. So this right here is for the steak that's been marinating. So that is going to cook here. And then this over here in my head seem very, very simple. So this is going to be chicken something that I done created in my head. So let me see. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Yes, okay. So I got all that other stuff. Steaks there. This is going here. So I need this in my head now. Remember, I'm just winging this, so I don't know. I'm just winging this whole situation. Now I got some broccoli. Well, not just cauliflower in that one. But this is going to be the rest of this chicken right here. And I do need to add a little bit of salt and pepper to this steak. And this is just some plain old steak. Nothing special with the steak, but it is the good cut of steak. It is ribeye. So I got a good cut of steak. So I'm gonna let that chill out right there. And let this get going back here with this chicken. I don't even know how much chicken this is. So let me check, let me weigh it first. So I'll see how much chicken this is. Oh, it's 3:26 already. I've been doing this for way too long. I'm over 2 hours. I don't cook over 2 hours. That just shows you how disorganized I am today. So I want to see how many. This is about 4 servings. Okay. This is about 5 servings. That's about 5 servings of this stuff. So put that in there. So I'm done with all of my chicken now. So I am going to let that cook. The steak is doing well. Turn it over. Now with steak, I don't try to get this too, I want this like right now it's basically done, because when you heat it up, it's going to keep on cooking. So it's a few pieces that's a little bit too red, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Get the chicken going. So I'm done with that. Now I'm just going to concentrate on this dish that's in my head. I don't even know. So I'm going to cook this chicken. And then I'm going to add some spinach and some roasted red pepper. Now, I've had like stuffed chicken, spinach stuffed chicken before, so maybe that's where it's coming from in my mind. I don't know. But I'm eating it, so, you know, who cares? Unless you want some, you know, call me and I'll share it. Send me a message. Otherwise, I'll just eat it all myself. Now I want to get as much of the liquid out of the spinach as I can. So I'm going to keep pressing the top. Try to get as much out as I can. So I'm going to put this to the side. Let me see what I got going on. Nothing in the oven anymore, so that's off. So I'm just winging this dish here. And we're going to see what it tastes like. We're going to see. But everything else is done. I will take pictures of everything later. But I got a lot done, but this organization made it take much longer than I wanted to. So I don't like that. But it is what it is. I'll be better next week. All right, so working with this over here now. I'm gonna get the chicken done. I know I want it fully done before I add the other stuff in. I'm gonna get this fully done. And then we're just gonna see. What about some cumin? I can add some cumin in a little early. I don't know what that's gonna do to it. I have no idea because we just winging this. This is my test kitchen right now, apparently. Welcome to the test kitchen. But right now what I'm thinking is chicken, some little half and half, cream cheese, spinach, and roasted red pepper. Now I've had this all in a different way, but never like this. So I don't think it's gonna be too weird. I think it'll be all right. So I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. But then I need to start cleaning up my area. Because this area over here is a complete hot mess. I'm telling you, a hot mess. So I guess my tips from today would be to make sure you're as organized as you think you are. Okay. I have some more cauliflower left. Oh, no, I'm gonna put that with my steak. I'm gonna do that with my steak because I still have to cook steak. I lost my top to my jar. Oh, here it is. Okay, top to the jar. Make sure you are organized to the point that it makes sense to you. That's what I would say. Make sure it makes sense to you. Down with this. What's this? Mozzarella. I don't want that. I didn't even use any butter today. What's going on with me? Oh, I have to do a couple more vegetables, so I'll leave that out. So this is all, okay, here's the peppers for that dish. Not gonna use any more pesto. So this can all go up and be put up. Okay, still working on this chicken dish here. So I am going to, okay, it's still gonna cook some more when I put all the stuff in it. So I'm going to let this cook a little bit more. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start adding stuff to it, I think now, I'm thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Cleaning up my area. Okay, I need all of this stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna need mozzarella yet. I got some peppers for my other dish. I'm gonna make some steak fajitas for myself, along with this other steak. Okay, so I got this to a good place. Now I'm going to add spinach. Hey, always put your top in your pan so you won't cut yourself. Garbage bags don't want to stay on. Okay, so I'm gonna break the spinach up, put that in here, mix it all up together. Mixing all of this up together. Here we go. Okay, so got most of that mixed up in there. Then I'm thinking the roasted red peppers, that goes in as well. Then some heavy cream, well that's half and half. Some half and half. That goes in as well. Okay, I'm winging this, y'all. we're gonna hope this tastes right. And then I need my cream cheese that I just saw. Did I put my cream cheese up? Okay, I don't see it there. So it's somewhere here. Oh, here it is. So I'm gonna do the cream cheese. In here. So that's that. My garbage bowl looks a mess over there. So I think this is it. I think this is the dish. I done played around with it. I done created. I don't know what this is. But in my mind, it's going to taste good. That's all I know. All I know is that in my mind, this is going to be good. Now, I do want to add a little bit of mozzarella to this. Look, everything keeps jumping out. It's like, rescue me, what have you created? I think it's gonna be good. I think it's going to be great. So it's like a spinach dip with chicken maybe. I do something like this anyway. I don't know why this feels different to me, but I feel like I've made something like this before. So I'm gonna put some mozzarella and it's hard to come out, okay. And mix it all in there, and then we're just gonna let it cook and just see what happens. Let it get bubbly. It's in a pan that it doesn't supposed to stick, so should be all right. So I'm just gonna sit that back there and let it do its thing. So I am done, guys. I am done with meal prep, mainly because I'm hungry and I want to eat. So because I'm hungry and I want to eat, I'm just ending this so I can go eat, and then I'll come back and finish up my vegetables and stuff. But anyway, that's what I have for today. It was crazy. I feel unorganized, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Have a great rest of your Sunday.